As we're gonna go windward for the next couple of weeks down to the Grenadines, we decided to take the code 0 down so it doesn't get damaged from the sun. The only way to do this is going outside the boat and disconnect the furler from the bowsprit. So then after that we store inside the locker. Did you enjoy the afternoon?
Yes, thank you. What more can you, how could you not, you know? It is the kind of place I'm used to staying in, of course, you know.
Not now as a sailor.
No, not now as a sailor. You know. Perfect.
You're welcome.
Doctor's just gone up the spout. Just when you don't need it. Carla?
Yeah.
Could you go for a reboot on the... Reboot? Yeah. Whole thing's gone. Just turn the switch off for the electronics and then turn it back on again a few seconds later. We're off. Okay, at 2 minutes past 6 in the morning. I didn't think we would get out much earlier. We can't go straight west actually because of that set of rocks. Vector.
It was very stressful, wasn't it?
It was.
It's very, because you can see everything, so it's very stressful.
We left this morning at 6 o'clock. We went through the reef. That was a bit scary, I have to admit. It was kind of knew it was okay, but having hit the reef a few weeks ago, I didn't want to hit another reef. And to be honest, we've been banging into it. And for the first 4 hours, up until 10, we were motoring, trying to get a bit of northerly into the equation. Sorry, westerly. Realised then that the auto helm had popped out basically, stopped working, and we were going around to port into wind, so put the other engine on to get us out of irons. Really the first 4 hours has been the worst case scenario. The weather apps all said that the wind would be around about 11 to 14 knots. possibly gusting 18, and to be honest we've had 30 knots of wind. It does make me giggle a bit, but these guys with all their technology really seem to get it very right actually. And in some ways it's quite dangerous, because if you knew you were going to have 30 knots of wind you probably wouldn't go out here. So anyway, here we are, and hopefully we'll make the best of it. We've got three reefs in Genoa, so we've just got a small piece out, 2 reefs in the main, and just now we've got both engines running, but we are actually making 6 knots towards Saba, just under 6 knots at the moment, which is the best going we've had, because we've been down to 3 going head to wind in this swell. So instead of getting in at 7 o'clock tonight, just after dark, sunset will be at 6, and at 7 it will be pretty black. It'll be midnight if we're lucky. So not very pleasant. Neither of us are feeling very well.
We came from the BVIs. We were supposed to arrive at 7:30 last night, and we arrived at 4 in the morning. The journey was horrendous. We had the wind. We knew we were gonna have the wind against us, but it was a bit too strong, as always. Predict wind wasn't right, because it was supposed to be between 10 and 14 knots, and was 28, 30, 24. At some point came down to 20. So as always, it's a problem. Believe on these wind ups. Then we couldn't find a place, a mooring buoy, like they said there were some mooring buoys, but we couldn't find them at 4 in the morning. So Simon made the decision to come into the harbour, which was a good idea, but it was very worrying to do it in the dark and more against the quay, but we did very well. I was feeling terrible. I was so sick still, and with the motion of the boat, I have to put all the fenders outside, and the warps wasn't an easy job, but we did it.
At 6:30 in the morning, after only 2 hours sleep, the Port Authority turned up and moved us on. We had to go around the island to the west coast to find a mooring.
Very clear, the water.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice. I'll tell you somewhere it reminds me of Ustica.
Maybe.
Mooring buoy, big cliffs.
Yeah. Clear water.
Yeah. We just had a very wet riptide from the anchorage. Yeah, we're going to go look at the main town is up on the top of the mountain. It's called The Bottom.
I don't like the idea.
Why? It's super safe. It's super safe, she said. It's super safe. So anybody will take it. us what you think to Saba.
It's very small, very, very small, very tidy, very clean, but it's very, very small. We couldn't find a coffee shop or bar, so we had to come down to the harbour. She didn't have the taxi to come down, so we walked down. And my legs, the muscles of my legs are all shivering,
Shaking.
shaking. Yeah, that's
You
it.
can kind of do it in a day, can't you?
No, you do it in a couple of hours. That's enough.
But apparently the diving is fantastic.
Yeah, they said they are, but we are not into diving.
No.
And the size of the fish in the harbour, I told Simon last night, because last night I was with the torch to see the wave, and I saw the fish, and I just showed Simon now in the harbour. They are this size. Okay.
2 meters.
Yeah. It's big, really big.
And the lobsters.
Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. So this video we started preparing the boat to our journey out of the BVIs.
We certainly did, and that was up at Nut Oil Bay, and we were rather lucky there because we were trying to find somewhere to moor or anchor, and then we found this little marina which didn't have any boats in it apart from 1 or 2, and so we kind of went alongside and hooked up, and then the guy came out and he said, do you want to have lunch? And we said, well, no, not really, but we wouldn't mind going for dinner. And so they said, okay, that's great, you can go and use the hotel's facilities this afternoon.
Yes,
which is rather nice
yeah,
for
it
us.
was very nice. It was like having a holiday.
Yeah, it was, because we don't go and lie on the sunbeds and go to the pool and things.
No. So it was nice. It was very, very nice. And the hotel is beautiful.
Beautiful hotel,
Beautiful.
lovely beach,
Yes.
gorgeous, very, very nice.
I hate to think how much that cost.
Yeah. And then we went back in the evening and had dinner.
Yes.
And so we, fortunately for us, we didn't have to pay any mooring fees.
No, it was great. Having a good night's sleep before a long journey.
Yeah, because the trip to
Saba.
we just been talking about that because it's spelled S-A-B-A, Saba, but you pronounce it Saba. Yes, so our trip there was 82 nautical miles. In fact, at the end of the day, we did 102 nautical miles because of the headwind and also the tide, or the current, which was running against us, not the tide. And we bashed away for it for hours and hours.
It was a terrible journey.
Yeah.
It was just banging and diving into the waves, and the wind against us, and the boat didn't go. It was just so it was supposed to be.
We wanted to leave as close as we could to 5 o'clock in the morning, and to get out between that reef system, it was, as you saw, 2 minutes past 6 by the time we got outside the reef, and we anticipated getting there between 6 and 7 in the evening, and in fact we arrived at 3:30 in the morning. Oh my word. And it was so dark, it was all terribly badly lit, and there was supposed to be some mooring buoys there, but to be honest, we couldn't find them.
We couldn't see them. I was with the torch at the front of the boat. We couldn't see anything.
And it was a lot of fishing boats there, wasn't there, without any lights on or anything like that, moored.
So Simon decided to go on the harbour.
Yeah, so that was a bit of high risk strategy really, because I didn't really know how big it was inside the harbour, and kind of like once you get in there, getting out again may have been a bit of a problem. And you have to remember that all this time it's been blowing 30 knots, and as you'll see in the next couple of videos, we've been trying to make our way to windward, and every day it's blowing 30 knots.
30 knots. It's been a terrible journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So far we have done 250 miles on
to
that
windward.
To windward.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we had a bit of a sleep, and then at 6 o'clock somebody came along and woke us up.
Time to leave.
And by 8 o'clock we were having to move. But what I would say that the anchorage, or where the mooring buoys are, was beautiful.
Yes.
The rib ride was a bit of a long way, and the whole island is absolutely gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It's a very small.
Yeah.
Very tidy, very clean, and it looks like everyone is very proud of it.
And
is it? Yeah.
the lobsters were huge.
Yeah, the lobsters were huge. It wasn't that.
Unfortunately, we didn't get one, did we?
No, we didn't. No, we bought one, but it was on the next boat, not on that one. Someone just arriving.
Yep, probably coming from somewhere. So so we decided.
There is some rocks there.
Yeah,
you should be careful.
I know. Okay, then we stayed there a couple of nights actually, just to sort of recuperate before we set off for Satya.
Statia.
Thank you. Spelled Satya but pronounced
Statia. Yes.
These are the Dutch islands in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much for following us. If you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, please. We have the stories on Instagram where I post like 10-15 shots of our day. So you always update with what we are doing that time. And if you can support us on Patreon, it would be amazing. Thank you very much.
Bye.